record on this computer. All right, I think we're recording over there. Let's go live over here. Oh, the gray hairs are sprouting. All right, we are live on TikTok. We are live over here on Zoom for YouTube. Good evening, everyone. It's 7 o'clock. It's a little bit after 7. Actually, I had to go grab my my power cord because my battery was dying. So we're back at it tonight. I'm reading to you from Someone Exactly Like Me. It is available on Amazon in ebook, obviously paperback, and free to read on Kindle Unlimited. Don't mind the wet hair situation. It's been quite a day. And so, yes, I'm still, I still have wet hair from taking a very late shower today. So let's jump on into tonight's reading. Let me see, where did we leave off last night? And if you're new around here, we're doing nightly readings of Someone Exactly Like Me at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, live on TikTok. And then I record it here on Zoom and put it on over on YouTube. All right. Where did we end? All right, I have the page. What does it mean? I don't know this word. Okay, let me start with the sentence. Hi, C. D'Angelo, how are you? Let me start with the, I'm losing hair because I'm still out of the shower and wet hair and I just have hair everywhere. I will start with the sentence, the last sentence from last night. He squints his eyes. What does it mean, Mock? I don't know this word. I'm forgetting that English isn't his first language. It means to make fun of, I say, looking down into my hands and rubbing the oil between my palms, trying desperately to avoid eye contact with him. I'll just try to warm this up a little for you. Why do you say I'm making fun? I continue rubbing my hands and slow my pace, still avoiding his eyes. It's just, well, you're around beautiful women all the time, and I'm now rubbing my fingers together as my tongue twists around inside my mouth. I'm not. In one gentle movement, he curls his large index finger under my chin and lifts my face toward his. Our eyes lock. I don't move. A tiny gasp hitches in deep in my chest. You are beautiful. His reverence stuns me. 2 arms wrap around mine from behind me, grabbing and twisting my wrists. It's warm, Candy says, as she separates my hands and smacks them onto Nico's chest. I snap my head towards her as she walks away, saying, let's go. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I'm sorry. I look back up into his smoky eyes. It's okay. Returning my gaze to his chest, I lift my hands from his warm skin and delicately swirl the oil around with my fingertips. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh with my own book. I'm living inside a fantasy right now. Then I start patting his chest with my hands like I'm patting a baby's bottom. Though part of me wants to be doing just about anything but this, I'm also incredibly aroused. I can't believe I'm touching his chest right now. I'm trying so hard to ignore the sensual visions from his movie that are invading my thoughts. I think you need to rub it in, he says, placing both of his large hands on top of mine, dwarfing them, and rubbing our combined hands in circles on his chest, erect nipples, and down his tight, rippling abs. Whether his intention is to help me feel less uncomfortable or turn me on, I have no idea. But right now, my mind is racing with wild and dirty thoughts, and my salivary glands are in overdrive. My heart thumps in my ears. He would be an amazing muse for one of my romance novels. I write scenes like this in my books, but I have never experienced one. Holy hell, this is hot. My sex life has been pretty standard, I guess. Okay, kind of boring. And recently, non-existent. But that's why I write the stories I write. I write about the kind of love that doesn't exist and the kind of passion that people like me only ever read about, dream about, or see in movies. That kind of passion isn't real. It hasn't been for me anyway. I need to get a grip on myself. This sure will feed some fantasies and inspiration, though. Okay, Candy's voice breaks the hot moment. Let's do this so we can go party. She hands me a wet towel. I wipe my hands on it and offer it to Nico. Taking the towel, he wipes his. Thank you for your help. I don't know why, but with his playboy reputation, I keep expecting the delivery of his words to be dripping with insincerity. But it's quite the opposite. He hands the towel to Roy, one of Candy's assistants, and Candy starts giving us instructions on where she wants us. She has Nico stand behind the chair and tells me to sit in it. As soon as I sit, my legs slide out between the two high slits of silky material. I quickly try to figure out a way to drape the material over my legs, but it's not working. The thin pieces of fabric drop between my legs, leaving them exposed. No, Candy says, leave it like that. It's perfect. I look up at Nico and see him watching me, expressionless and professional, as I flounder. Beautiful. Open your knees, little Des. Don't worry, we can't see anything. The tequila is definitely kicking in because I do as she says and spread my knees wider. Okay, I like that, Des. And now I want you to keep looking up at Nico and lean back in the chair. Rest your left arm on the chair and your right arm by your side. My nerves settle a little and I do as she instructs. The clicking snaps of her camera echo in my ear. Now, Nico, I want you to come around here to the side of Destiny and squat down. You're going to look directly into her eyes and I want your hand on her inner thigh. Just delicately rest it there. What the hell is Candy doing to me right now? Nico places his hand gently on my inner thigh and I flinch a little. Is this okay? He asked my permission, which I didn't expect. I take a stalled breath. Yes, it's okay. More snaps from Candy's camera. Nico's gaze holds my eyes captive. Slide your hand a little higher for me, Nico. Roy, shift the light to the left about 6 inches. Keeping his eyes locked on mine, Nico moves his hand higher up my thigh. My chest rises and falls as my breathing speeds up. Good, Nico, a little higher. I want to see desire in your eyes. As he glides his hand even farther up my inner thigh, I feel wetness between my legs. Yes, nice. Click, click. Without further direction from Candy, he inches just a little higher. My breath hitches in my chest. My knees responsively spread a little more. I love this. Click, click, click. Okay, now I want both of you standing. Nico breaks our gaze, stands, and reaches out his hand to help me up. Between the adrenaline rush and the tequila, I'm a touch dizzy and lose my balance. He wraps his hand around my waist to steady me, and heat blazes through my body. Are you okay? His eyebrows draw together and concern washes his handsome face. Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. Holding onto his muscular arms, I try to slow my breathing and keep my knees from buckling beneath me. Let's move the chair, Candy motions to Roy, and he moves the chair. I want you standing in front of the mirror. She approaches us, positioning Nico, and then ushering me into the side of his body. Nico, I want your hand around her lower back, and Des, I want your hand on Nico's chest. Then look at each other. We assume our positions, and touching his chest again has my blood heating. I can't believe I'm in his strong arms, staring into his sultry eyes with his lips only inches from mine. This is perfume, guys. I want passion, desire. Nico, pull her in closer for me. He tightens his grip around my waist, sealing my body against his. Candy wants desire? Yep, it's definitely what's pulsing through me right now. I could swear I hear a growl under his breath. I'm here, a female voice announces, shattering the moment. We look over at the devastatingly gorgeous woman who entered the studio. Gigi, finally. I know Candy's doing her best to stifle her frustration and be professional. Nico still has his arm around me, and he turns my face to meet his. You did great. Thank you again for your help. I know you didn't want to. I lift my hand from his chest and step back, causing him to loosen his grip. Candy's my best friend, and she needed my help, so still, I want to thank you. You're welcome. I tuck my hair behind my ear and walk into the area behind the lights. A flurry activity ensues, and Gigi comes out of the dressing area in a different white jumpsuit than mine, filling in extraordinarily well. Her body has curves in all the right places. Her flawless olive skin is perfectly tan, and her facial features are exquisite. She is sheer perfection and drips sexiness. Sauntering over to me, she introduces herself. Hello, I'm Giovanna. Thank you for stepping in to help with the lighting while I was delayed, she says, stroking her long, dark hair and looking at Nico. I guess I'm supposed to call her Giovanna and not Gigi. I'm Destiny, you're welcome. Standing next to her, I feel like a curveless toothpick wearing a potato sack. Okay, let's do this. With her camera in her hand, Candy motions for Giovanna to sit in the chair where I was minutes ago, gazing into the most seductive eyes I've ever seen. Hiding in the shadows behind the light fixtures, I watch Nico and Giovanna entangle themselves while Candy snaps her camera. The most absurd twinge of jealousy snarls inside me. They'll probably have sex tonight. About 10 minutes, after about 10 minutes, I can't watch anymore. I quietly sneak off to Candy's office and snuggle into her plush, oversized fuchsia chair. Closing my eyes, I let my mind return to the steamy moments I shared with Nico. Inspiration smashes into me out of nowhere, and I quickly grab a notepad and pen from Candy's desk. I'm scribbling so fast to keep up with the scenes racing through my head. Several hours later, I hear clapping and Candy's voice shout, "That's a wrap." Within seconds, she's in her office. "Okay, birthday girl, get up. It's time to celebrate." She holds out her hand, which I grab, and yanks me out of the cozy chair. "What you writing there?" She eyes the notepad and gets her purse. "Did inspiration hit?" I nod vigorously, and I know I'm smiling like a kid. "That's great. I know you've been in a slump." Though the words sting, she's not wrong, and I know she says them with sympathy. Yeah, it felt so good. A bunch of scenes came rushing at me, and I wrote them down as fast as I could. "Des, that's so great." Her eyes sparkle with delight. "Hey, what was that back there?" "What do you mean?" "I mean, what the hell were you doing to me? Having us all, I twist my arms and legs around each other and bug my eyes out. "What? That's my job. That's what I do. Besides, I know you're hot for him and have been fantasizing about him ever since you saw that movie. I just gave you the experience of a lifetime." She shrugs her shoulders up. She shrugs her shoulders up and down a few times, playfully teasing me. Yeah, you sure did. And why didn't you tell me he was the one you were photographing today?" I park my hands on my hips. "I don't know. I just didn't think of it." She loops her purse onto her shoulder. "Come on, let's go. They're probably waiting for us." I drop my hands to my sides. "Who's probably waiting for us?" "I invited Nico, Gigi, and the crew to join us. You don't mind, do you?" My entire body tightens. "You mean he's coming?" "Do you not want me to come?" From behind me, Nico's deep, raspy voice climbs the length of my spine, startling me. Shit. I turn to see him standing in the doorway of Candy's office. Yes, of course I do." "Oh, no, I really don't." "They'll give us a ride, and then we only have to Uber back to your house later." "Great." I grit my teeth behind my smile as I rip out the pages from Candy's notebook and tuck them in my purse. All right. I think that's a good stopping place for tonight. We are just finished with chapter 1. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I will start chapter 2 tomorrow night. Again, this is Someone Exactly Like Me that we're reading. It is available on Amazon and ebook, paperback, and free to read on Kindle Unlimited. I will catch you guys tomorrow night. Good night.